Alright, howdy ho, people. How we doing? Welcome back. Sorry about taking a few days off, but it is what it is. Last time we kept implementing a basic little inventory system. So what do we have now? So I go ahead and press play. Instead of having a list of things tied to our hotbar controller, we now tied the hotbar controller to our inventory system. The inventory system will have an array of our inventory, keeping track of everything. And if we go into our code right now, we can kind of see how this works. We initialize the inventory from a static list, default inventory list. This could be changed to have stuff handled in memory, maybe a database or whatnot. But then we instantiate the made object. We sets transform, adds that to the list, add the item to our inventory, which is handled like so. Inventory I is equal new inventory object, and that is a object right here, handled right so. And then we return that control items list, and then we set our hotbar controller items to that, which is a hotbar controller, and sets that to so. And yeah, that will instantiate all the objects correctly, so we can switch back and forth like so. And another thing we have is let's see, we have our soda fountain, our soda drink, this one right here. It's an inventory object, and when we use it, it will heal us. I think 3 hearts is what we set, maybe heal 6. And it will get removed from the list, get removed from the inventory, because the amount goes below 1. But yeah, so now we have this knife. We have some working zombies, some kiting. So, chopping these guys up, accidentally get hit. Hit them in the back. Gotta be careful, because that hand can hit us. So they're dead. Okay, there's wave number 1. We only have oh, that is interesting. It looks like if we killed them during that animation, it never turns off that. Okay, that's a good note. That's probably some reason why we're taking damage. But here's a good way to show off health. Drink it, gets removed. See, it's gone now, and the hearts are back. So if we... Let's go in here. Let's go fix that real quick. Because that means when they die, it's never actually turning off that melee hitbox collider. So if we go into our prefabs, our aggressive, basic melee zombie, like so. Let's go in here. Got a melee hitbox. We're gonna have to make sure we get rid of this. So do we have access to that in here? Yep, we do. Let's just go into here like so. Hitbox collider equals skip component line, melee hitbox dot collider. Okay, so on death right here, we're also going to do a melee dot hitbox collider dot set active false. That will just completely turn it off, so we can't run over it at all, because that was never being turned off, basically. If we killed it mid attack, since we're not exiting the state anymore and we're handling it with a timer, it will cancel that timer, I think. And then never disable that attack collider, so it would hurt us while running over the dead bodies, which makes so much sense. So that should just hotfix that problem real quick. But yeah. So we haven't inventory system. We don't have any UI, of course, handling the inventory, and we can't even actually see our items. I don't have any icons for any of that, so we'll have to make some pixel art here upcoming in the stream for some basic icons that will tie to our hotbar, which might just be, I think, bottom left. Probably will look good. But yeah. Okay. So let's run over the dead bodies. Nothing definitely is turned off now. Oh, got hit. There we go. Got them all. Make sure I can run over the dead bodies. Yeah, not taking the damage. That does seem like that was good. Quick little hot fix. Only took 1 damage. But yeah. Let's do a little bit of playtesting. See how the game feels so far. Of course, it's not going to feel perfect at all. I mean, look at this. This guy's not moving his feet while he's moving around. But that's okay. Eventually, we'll have to get some custom modeling for that. You know what? Let's enter build mode and start to... We'll need to, when we're in build mode, have some type of UI thing denoting... Haha, you can't get me. You are stuck. Oh, never mind. You're not stuck. And... Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Alright, so we got some little obstacles set up. They're avoiding that correctly. Oh, I'm still in building mode. There we go. Get out of building mode. Start attacking them. Yeah, we can go around it like that. And they can too. But they are slowly but surely shuffling through there. We just created a single file. That probably makes it a little easier for us. To go one at a time. That's actually a good strategy. Okay, there we go. Very nice. So another thing I can think of is we need to basically add to these walls a collider. Basically, if we're touching that collider to these walls, is that anything that actually has that SRN tag, I guess this will be viewable wall. It can only extend backwards, and then we'll just have to basically apply a shader to that, which dampens the thing, makes it like more transparent so it can actually see through. That'd be pretty simple to do. Have to add the prefabs of these wall objects, but should be all okay. Okay, let's keep at it. Oh boy. Alright, good thing we got a healing object. Health's back up. That was our only healing object though, unfortunately. So maybe today we can take a step back and start working on some UI icons and such, some sprites. Because we're going to need denotion how much currency we have. So just like a $sign or like gold coins. We'll need some inventory icons down here. We'll need basically just a box. We'll need an actual inventory screen. We'll need some icons for the weapons. And then we'll also need a shop interface. Because the shop, I think, is probably going to be what's next. Shop and the inventory actual UI screen will kind of go hand in hand in a way. But yeah, that'll be good. Now let's go ahead and kill these guys. Uh-oh, they're hitting our waffle machine. They take care of these guys first. More important to take care of. And there's a thing where maybe it might be best to increase the attack speed of animation. That can be done through the actual animation. Timing it, we'll have to play test that. Maybe we can always increase the speed using Unity as well. But yeah, we should have some more currency, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and block. These guys off like so. Oh. I don't know if I'll be able to actually. I can do this to where, oh, you can see how they had to actually update, and now he has to go all the way around. So yeah, we can't block this door off. We're out of money too. That will delay them from coming in. So yeah, we'll definitely want to have some barricades that we can set up like that. If you were around for any of the streams, we can see that these actually are damageable objects. So basically, we're going to have to calculate if it's even worth it, add some weight to these guys, and if basically give a weight of 1 to every free tile, and maybe the weight of 10 to a tile with a table. If it's upright like this, then they can crawl underneath it. If it's down facing the way, blocking it, then they can't obviously crawl underneath it, so they'll have to destroy it. So if it's underneath, then we can use that as a link. Have a crawling animation happen where they crawl underneath the table, basically go through the colliders, just disable their actual movement collider and do an animation to where they pop out in the end. If not, then we'll have the table turned over on its side. Also, if you didn't notice, we went through the day really quickly right there, because every 5 waves we're going to go to daytime, and there will be some stuff there. But yeah, we'll also clean up all the zombie bodies. That probably would be a good idea. But yeah, look at that. Look at all these zombies dead on the floor. And this game's not very hard right now because of all of our balancing we have done. Making the game a lot easier, because these zombies are supposed to be pretty easy zombies. And such. But yeah, there we go. All right, so what on the agenda today? Let's see. Let me pull up the nice design doc. Go to our roadmap. And here we go. Here's this bad boy. Okay, so we got pre-existing objects that can kind of be done. Not really. Good with sections. None of that. Inventory system, basic 3, quick stops 5. Kind of done. Store system, healing objects, more enemies, assets, acquire more, fine tune. Okay, so I think today, how about we take a step back and let's go make some sprites. That might be nice. So if you have never worked with 2D before, there's this program called Aseprite. It is a pixel art specific basically UI thing. So, using our pixelization, should we do 32-bit or 16-bit? What would probably look the best? I'm thinking 32-bit. So, we're going to want 32 by 32 with the RGBA. There we go. We got a 32-bit image sprite. So, let's go ahead and create a very simple. Let's choose a color palette. Let's do AAP 128. Gives us some a lot more variation to work with. Use some gray. And let's simply go in here, round off some edges like so. And we're going to create an outline for basically an inventory block. Oh, nope. One off. Right? No, that was right. Like so. All right. There's our basic outline. Now let's do a bit of this. So there's a line tool too. I am not the best artist, but I have made sprites before, such as those hearts that you see. All right, now let's round that off, round those edges off. And so we were using that. What gray were we using? Using that gray. So there's a lighter gray right there. I think we're just gonna fill the middle like that. Okay, so that kind of looks like a nice basic inventory block, like so. So what we're gonna do is save that. And what we can do is you can see where I have the pixel corgi that I use. We're going to go to our data, waffle, and we're going to save this actually in our assets, UI and 2D sprites. So we'll do this as an A sprite because there's an A sprite importer. And we'll do a UI block, or we'll do an inventory block, like so. Okay. So next up, what we can do is to see how this works is we're going to do a new file, 32 by 32, and we're going to add a new layer right here, and we're going to call this the background, so, and call this the sprite layer, like so. So background, what we're going to do is basically copy this on over. All right, there we go. We have a background, and now if we go into here, we can turn this on and off like so, and make our sprite. So what we're gonna need is we're gonna need a spatula, right? So if we actually go into our assets, our prefabs, and weapons, we have a few things. We have our splat, and we have our knife. So let's go ahead and look at the splat and kind of really see how we want this. So we have a gray top and gray bottom. So we probably want this to be sideways. So let's space out 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do it like that. Something like that. And then maybe have a bigger base like so. Then we grab a gray. Oh, shit. For Y. What just happened? Okay, there we go. And we'll go like so. This will be the base. And then we build out a spatula. If you were wondering what a splat was. too. All right, there we go. Looks a little off-centered, so let's do that, like so. Fill this in. Okay. So now we have our basic outline. Let's go ahead and remove this. We can see here, this looks a little funky. Let's go in here, grab this like so. Okay. Go to, let's make sure we're using the same color palette. Luckily, that has it in there. And then we have that, so we can outline the grip like so. And even feeling snazzy. Let's see, this should, it's not in the color palette. Let's add that. Go in here. You can even make it a little warmer at the top, like so. Now let's grab our gray. It's not in there, but this is in there. And let's set this top to a little bit more shiny, like so. Or actually, let's go back here. Let's try a different gray, a darker gray at the bottom. And we won't even be able to really notice this. Like so. We'll need some black in here. This will signify kind of kind of like that. All right. And if we do not that color, not that, not liking that gray too much. What if we actually went darker? Like so. Then we went like this. Right. And then next up we get a little bit lighter, like so. How does that look? That looks a far much better. And let's even get a little bit here. And we're going to just slightly decrease it, temperature, so that we have our edges more defined, like so. That looks a lot better to me. Let's go down here, get a little bit darker maybe. The grip. Okay, where's that? Let's try this a little bit more like the grip. Like that. Okay, I think that looks a good bit. So now let's save that. We're going to do a spatula icon, or spatula sprite. Sprite. Okay, so there is our spatula sprite. So next up, let's do a new 32 by 32. And we're going to set this up exactly the same as the spatula. But now, of course, we're going to get rid of our spatula. And next up, we need a knife. So let's go look at how our knife looks. Go into here. We see our knife. It's a Bowie knife. Brown handle, gray blade. have not drawn a knife before, so bear with me. Let's set our correct color palette, and let's just begin. So this kind of looks a little bit more like the correct color. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. So 1, 2, 3. This is where we'll start the grip. So. And now the blade. It's gonna be not the eraser, but it's gonna kinda look a little bit pointy, like that. See if we can get the outline here looking like a knife. Do like that. Lighter color at the edges. Like so. Let's see, how's we looking here? Okay, we got some serrades in the back, so for that we probably should denote it like that. How's our handle? Handle's not looking too crazy, so let's jut it out like so. Okay. Can start seeing this coming together. It's a smaller knife. Ooh. The one magic wand, we do want a square tool. I'm gonna actually move this up into the middle like so. Make it look a little bit more like it should be there. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this color. So I'm thinking more warmer at the base here. And maybe darker, like so. Yeah, this is probably better brown for that. Yeah, there we go. That was this, so there's a warmer one. Okay, so now let's not set that. Or some other gray, lighter gray. Well, actually, well, because unfortunately that matches the background, so this is the lightest we have, and then this is the next darkest we have. Then after that we have the hilt color. Okay, so if we go here, maybe we can do a little bit something like this. A little bit purple. Bear with me now. Okay. Actually, let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do something like that. Okay. We might need to go here and manually adjust that. So, okay, starting to look a little bit more like a knife. Let's see. Actually increase the lightness right here. Just a little bit. Probably won't even be able to notice it. Okay. There is that. Dark. It's very dark. Okay, it's not looking too shabby at the moment. Let's decrease the darkness a little bit, like so. Okay. Grab this bad boy and let's decrease darkness a little bit more. to where it starts blending like that. Grab that, make it even more darker. And this is where we get our back edge, like so. Then we can grab this bad boy. It's our back edge. And then we want to actually make this basically really dark at our serrated edges. Won't even really be able to notice that, but increase the threshold a tiny bit. Now you can kind of notice it. Like so. Alright, that looks like a simple knife to me. Let's save that, and we're going to do a knife sprite. Like so. Okay. Next up is our soda. Let's go ahead and make a new one of these, and we're going to simply Control-C and delete this, and Control-V and delete that guy. And now we have our sprite back. So let's go into Sprite, get this guy, and delete. So for our soda, we should put that up like so. Items, soda. This is what that bad boy looks like. So we got darker, red label, soda, and then a little bit at the top, signifying emptiness, and a red bottle cap. So let's go in here, and let's just start, let's find the middle. We'll need our color palette, so we can even see over here, we have this type of color, which looks about right. So let's see. You can see in the bottom left, our pixel position. So here is the center of our object. Let's go down here. Like so. 1, 2, 3. We'll do that. We'll need a nice vibrant red, which we can actually get from the same color palette. Okay, so we'll need a label, and we're gonna want a bottle cap. It'll look like that. This might look a little janky right now, but let's flush this out. Okay, this is turning out to be a little bit more. I'm not seeing it as well. Maybe it might be better to do it as a sideways like this. Okay, so we can notice larger bottom goes in, goes out. So let's actually, I'm gonna go sideways with this. That makes more sense to me. Okay, keep the middle there. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're gonna want a firm bottom, like so. And then we're gonna want to go up 1, up 2, and then over like so. Okay. Kind of start seeing it coming together. Let's try doing that. Maybe a little bit wider on the base. So we can have a little bit like this, something like that. Let's grab our red again, and let's put our label here in the middle so we know where we want the label. Like so. And we also want to signify our bottle cap. So actually what we're going to want is actually a gray. Very small type of bottle cap type of thing. Okay. So let's try actually moving that up. Something like that. Say I need to move this whole thing a good considerable amount up like that. But let's just erase these little edges like so. Okay, I can start seeing it forming. Okay. Okay. Goes up like a little tree, has a little empty bit at the top. In fact, I think it would probably look better if we did like that. And maybe do something like that. Let me erase that. Do a little bit of manipulation. Like that. This is also a first rendition type of thing, so I'm not too worried about making it look like this and this. But I will go ahead and add a little bit more coloration down here. Just to spice it up. Okay. And now let's do the same thing for the red. Hey, what's going on, Super Mario? Right now, just making some sprites for a UI, for a little zombie survival game. Okay, that looks about good to me for some program art. Of course, it's not the best. I don't really know how to do bottle caps. But we're going to go ahead and save that. And we're going to save that as a soda. Soda Sprite. Okay. Now there's that bad boy. So if we go back into Unity, now we have our 3 things listed. Next thing, we're probably going to want a... Oh, appreciate it. I bet you weren't expecting to see a 3D game pop up while we were doing 2D sprites. But if we look at here, you can see kind of where I'm going with this. This kind of, those are going to be inventory items. Those are some things we already made. And yeah, those are going to have be down here. We made an inventory block like so. Yeah, so we're going to make another new 32 by 32. And we're going to make this the currency. I'm thinking go back to getting our palette like so. And maybe we'll just do, should we do a coin, or thinking just $signs might be the best way to go with here. Maybe $sign. So we'll just draw an S. So, and just literally do something like so. Definitely not. Okay. Bear with me. I swear it won't look too bad. Okay. There's that. Flush this out a little more. Give some more kind of pizzazz. Okay. There's that. Eraser. Oh boy. Let's not go into spray mode. Okay. Have that a little bit better. Okay. There's that. Let's do a different green. Hold on 1 second. Getting a call. I'll be right back.
Do you still accept PC? still accept PC?